Hi everybody, it's Emily from Vintage Polka Dot Shop. Sorry for the shadow. I'm filming this at night, so I don't have any daylight coming in. I've been working on some little Christmas, I guess like ephemera things for my shop. I'll just show you. It's from Creative Cafe Girl. I'll put a link down below. I'll do a video with them. But anyway, I'm gonna make things for them, and I've got new and old stuff. It'll be filled. So one of the things I wanted to make were these. I made them. Oh, I made some up a couple years ago when I was cleaning my craft room. I came across an extra one I had. This is one of those Tim Holtz, like photo booth where you get the strip. It's one of those photos and a little Tim Holtz sticker with the name, and a dictionary page, and then a little charm. So when you slide it into your journal, this part can dangle out. And these are, I had some plastic ones, so I used slides. Or plastic slides, sorry. So these are made using vintage slides. I didn't go through, I think there might have been one where I went a little bit with the ink, but I like the yellow natural, just the natural age, so I didn't really do anything with them. And here, I guess I can show you. I'm hoping when I'm done with this Christmas ephemera thingy-dingy to finish up. I have a couple of these journals I started 2 years ago, and I want to get them done, and they really just need ephemera. So I guess let me show you here. So, and that's what the blue ones here are, because they're winter journals, they're not Christmas journals. So it just kind of, and then when you put it, you can have the paper clip hang over the edge of the page. You can even stick it out a little bit more. So just a little altered paper clip, and then you get the fun. I love it when a journal has, little dingle dangles and stuff, because it's always so intriguing. Ooh, what's in that book? So here are so these are the ones. I've got 4 of them done. These are the ones for the winter journals, and they're, this is velvet ribbon that I cut down, some lace, little die cut and then a Tim Holtz person. So that's that style, and we'll make one of each. And then these are paper, and I had scraps from another thing I made for those with old hymnals. I feel like I should list some hymnals in case you're watching this going, oh, I want that. I want hymnals. So I have so many. I just kind of get to them every once in a while and list them. So I need to work on that. And then these images are from the Graphics Fairy, and it from the premium membership. So I've cut, and they're domino, like made for pendant and stuff. And you can buy those on Etsy, like domino and pendant things, or you could just cut images out of books, or use the Tim Holtz people, wrapping paper, scrapbook paper, just whatever catches your fancy, what you have in hand. And then these are the, I had them in my stash, the Tim Holtz stickers. Now they're in a sticker book, but mine are in sheets. Tim Holtz stamp that I got on clearance. It's from this set. If I had a fancier, larger letter, like an S, because S is for Santa or snowman or snow. You could do a C for Christmas. You could do a family name. I just did S. I would have done that, but I didn't have anything fancy that was big enough because I hardly ever use my letter stamps. And then there's the altered paper clip on the back. And these, I purchased some red ones. And then this is Tim Holtz charm and bell. And then these little bells, I'll see if I can find a link. I purchased off of Amazon. I'll see if I can find them. And I love how shiny, very silver belly. And that's also a Tim Holtz, oh my goodness, excuse me, charm. So I think that covers that. That's what, and then the backs, and it's just, the papers are all scraps. And then I do have, if you don't have any slides and you don't want to cut them out, because you could cut it out of cardstock and just a punch. I do have slides available in my shop. Okay, so let's leave those there. And I kind of put together a little kit for myself, sort of, so it wouldn't take too long. That's the plan, is for this not to take too long, but I guess it depends how chitty chatty I am. And then we've got the ones from the, like the little domino tiles. So first thing, taking the slide out, it looks like it's almost like a winter image. And you just kind of put, I find, watch the camera, it won't work. I find if I just kind of push it, it will pop out and you can kind of just pull it. Oh, ooh, that one was tough. And you can save these for, you know, another collage or toss them, whatever works for you. And let's pop out this one, which looks like it's a, I don't know, aqueduct, but there's some lights there. So maybe a concert hall or something. And just put that out. Okay, so we did that. And then the next thing, I'm going to do this one first. And I got my skizzers. Now these are too long for this. I like to leave some on the side, you know, something for the glue to hold on to. So I'm going to use the back for this. It's got a little bit of wear, but that's just character. All right, so I kind of get it how I like it. And just kind of cut it off here. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to get covered up. And then a little dab will do ya with the glue. Well, actually, not really. I use a lot of glue in this project. Okay. And today I bought a bottle of reptile glue that someone on YouTube recommended, and I thought I'd give it a try. I don't hate it. I like it better than art glitter glue because I like art glitter glue, but I find constantly having to quickly put the cap on things or trying to keep track of the cap to be a pain in the patootie. So I'm not the biggest fan of it just because I think it's too fussy, it's just too high maintenance. I'm high maintenance enough. I don't need my glue to be high maintenance. Okay, let me take a look here. Did I cut? And I cut these scraps ahead of time. And the slide, now she's going to be too long. The slide is about 2 inches square, give or take. So I cut these so they're just slightly under 2 inches. I mean, I'm not like precise. Ooh, hopefully I didn't cut too much of her leg off. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to glue her in place and just kind of eyeballing it. And the same thing with like all the things that I put on the back. I actually do a couple layers here on the back, especially with the sheet music. I put another backing on it because I don't want the paper clip to show. And these oh, you know, the sheet music, not the sheet music, the hymnal pages are thin. They're thin, inexpensive paper. Well, it was inexpensive at the time. And so, there we go. I don't want that showing through. So I put another piece of paper on the back. All right. Oh, you know, I am not a night person. I mean, it's not even that late, but I'm on my wind down time. But I wanted to get this done. I'd like to do more videos with what I'm making, but I got to get them done. I'm hoping to do a release this week and another YouTube video with a shop update. Will it happen? We'll find out. But I want to get this up. I want to share these. These are fun. And they don't take very long to make. Okay, so because of the paper is thin on this one, I just have a scrap of coffee dyed cardstock. It doesn't have to be coffee dyed. That's just what the scrap I had. I wouldn't recommend, I mean, scrap would work, but keep something that doesn't have like a pattern that might peek through. You know, because the paper is kind of thin. Now, you could use dictionary page or just scrapbook paper, whatever floats your boat. Then you wouldn't have to worry about that so much. So there she is. Oh, that's glued down and that's dry. So next, now I was going to, whoops, I'm making a mess here. I was going to show you how I did this, but I accidentally cut out too many of these. So I guess I'll kind of show you. It's this, I have a punch, but you definitely don't have to use the punch. I just have a problem with buying tools and gadgets. So this is from Hobby Lobby, and I think the We Are Memory Keepers makes one. But you can just do like what I'm going to do with the fabric. And that is, what I like to do is I cut the top piece shorter than the bottom piece. And you want it long enough so when you glue it on there that it's covered, but you don't need to make it the full length. I mean, all right. So when you could do this the same way. Did I put my fabric scissors away thinking, oh, I'm not going to use them? Yep, I did, but they're just right here. Okay. So I usually try to really set everything up and think about stuff, but you know, it's not a video if I don't forget something. Okay, I mean, you could even check it off on your bingo card. All right, so I just kind of line them up, and then you fold it in half. You could do the same thing with the paper. And then you want to cut in. So you're making just like what you would do with ribbon. And then you've got scraps. And then, and I don't worry about it being perfect because I like that little shabby look. So there we go. Not at all perfect. And then on the back, I just kind of, where the lace is solid. And you could do this with paper like I did on the other one. You could do more than one layer. You could do fabrics, ribbons. What else could you? Braid. Just, you know, whatever you have floating around your craft room that you like. And then we're just going to glue that in place. And I had to trim down the sides of this ribbon. It's velvet, and it was wired, and it was way too wide. It was wider than this, but I like that icy blue color. All right, so I used the punch on this one, and then I just stamped it. Nothing fancy. And as I said, if you could do a C for Christmas, you could do, if it was for your own personal junk journal, and your name, you know, started with like one of the most awesome letters in the alphabet, which of course is E for Emily. That's the only initial I have. My name's Emily Elizabeth Engel, all with E's. Anyway, so, because it's so awesome. You could do an E. You could stamp 25 for Christmas. And of course, these don't have to be Christmas. My first one, I can't even remember why I picked H. I think I just did it because I liked it. I don't remember. Made it a couple years ago. I don't even know if I got this idea from somebody else or if it's a conglomeration of ideas. Okay, so the next part is, okay, let's get everything lined up here, is we're going to do this heart. This is, actually, I guess he came back out with it. This, I think it was deco paper. I've had it in my stash for years and years. It's Tim Holtz, and it's not really, glittery, and I just die cut it out the heart. I have a, you know, heart die cut, and he was just talking about it in his video. My heart one is a thick one, so I didn't have any problems die cutting it, but I guess he usually attaches it to cardstock is what he said. Okay, now I have to find the thing I found. Oh, that was profound. I have to find the phrase I picked out. Give me a second here. See, I didn't want to peel it ahead of time because, oh, covered with snow. As I said, this is a winter journal, so I didn't really want it to be, I have some Christmas things in it, but I just wanted, you know, for these journals, it to be one of those things that someone could start using it in December and use it all the way through February if they wanted to. I guess in some parts of the country, you could probably use it all the way to May. All right, so, whoops, I gotta let that, and I don't worry about that being straight because I kind of like it with that natural cattywampus, like plop down kind of, I don't know. I just kind of want it to just be this free form thing, but do it however you like. Okay, I'm gonna let that glue dry. Let that glue dry. Words speak. Okay, and then I kept these pretty simple because they've got the little dangles. You could certainly do more. And then on one of these was something like, oh yeah, the blessed angels sing. I thought that would be cute with the angel one. I just couldn't think what else to put on here. I didn't want it too fussy. I want the image to be the star, and it's got the charms and the bells. But I think there's probably some fabulous idea I'm not getting. So I hope someone else makes this and does a video so I can go, oh, that's brilliant. That would please me to no end. Washi tape would be cute. Could decorate the slide with washi tape. All right. So hopefully, I'd love it if some other people made some of these and showed. If you do, and you make pictures, like you put them on Instagram or something, tag me. I want to see it. Just let me know in the comments below. Let everybody know. We all want to see it. We love to see other people's ideas. All right, and then let's see. I find it better to glue the. If I just put it on the back, I'm gonna get glue on places that don't need glue. If you know what I mean. I noticed that I think this might have a little clog. This is not the bottle it came in. I've never used one of these little bottles, first time. So I don't know. I think I still like the 3-in-1, the Benson, the one with acetone in it. But it is nice to have something that has a nice fine point though too. So now I don't really want it cattywomp. I mean, I don't want the slide cattywampus. I do have some standards. I don't mind if some things are cattywampus, but I don't want that cattywampus. And then I noticed on here, there was it on this one? There was a little girl's name, or is it on this one? Betsy. I thought, even though the others don't have it, I thought it needed to have her name. Oh, maybe not. Do I like it? I don't know. Oh, you can't see. I can't see here. I don't know. Maybe on her picture? I'm having second thoughts, guys. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll cover up the July date on here. There we go. Okay. So, we got that glued down. We got that one glued down. Now we're going to turn them over. And for the angel one, I've got this cool red vinyl covered. It's metal, but it's got the red vinyl on it. And I like to have them stick out. Now, if you don't want to add a charm, you could just do it all the way. And I happen to like the bigger paper clips, but I don't think you need the bigger paper clips. I'm just more of a, I guess, a go big or go home kind of girl. All right. And this is a vintage one that was probably in some book or something. It's got a gorgeous patina on it. Okay. So when I do, and that's the one thing this reptile glue says, it does do metal, fabric, and paper. So it's supposed to do all that stuff. And it looks like it's working pretty good on those that I made earlier today. Not that I've really ever had a problem when I've made altar paper clips with whatever glue I'm using, honestly. And as you can see, not a light hand. You know, this is one of those where the more the merrier, in my opinion. Okay, so that one goes on this one. And then it covers up. If you don't like I wouldn't, if you had a horizontal picture you liked, because I was thinking about going through my stuff and looking for a horizontal picture, because I do have some where the words and the lettering on the slides are red, which would be really cool for Christmas. But I kind of, since I'm making so many of these, it's easier and faster if you can make them all kind of similar, honestly. So, all right. So now we're going to glue that. There we go. Get it on the middle. Stick out my tongue a little bit. Get it in there. I've been having a lot of fun. I didn't really make any Christmas stuff last year. And I keep all my Christmas holiday, my craft supplies. My new craft room's too small to keep it in here. So it's in the shop. And it was so much fun to dig out some of the totes and the papers and seeing what I had. It's like, oh my gosh, look at that. That is so cute. Oh, wow. I want to play with that. Oh. So it's always fun. I haven't bought anything new so far for Christmas. Well, no. Okay. I did buy some stickers on Amazon. I couldn't help myself. But that was all. That was it. I promise. Okay. So we've got these. Hopefully it's dry enough. Let me put the cap on my glue. Oh man, I think I need new glasses. I'm at that age where things are, I have bifocals, but things are getting a little hard to see, as you're about to find out. Okay, full disclaimer. Oh shoot, darn. Oh, I don't want to have to pause this. See, I knew I was forgetting something. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. I just covered it up. All right, I am not a jewelry person. I've never made jewelry. My experience goes as far as, oh, I am missing a snowflake. See, it goes as far as just embellishing journals, and I haven't really done that far. Okay. I know I had another snowflake out. See, it's a YouTube channel. I mean, Emily YouTube video if she's not missing something. I submit to you, it is not. Hold on, but I do know where the snowflakes are. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Just keep talking. Just hold on a second. All right. And hopefully that was a good conversation. Let's see if we can find a smaller. These are just the miscellaneous Tim Holtz metal bits and bobs. Oh, look at that. That'll work. I probably just put it away too soon. Yeah, this little container, this old Tim Holtz washi tape container was in my Christmas stuff. Oh yeah, see, like one of these would be cute. You could have one of his little story sticks hanging from there. Oh, I just love all this stuff, don't you? Oh, and I have a lot, relatively speaking, because they don't carry it anymore. But there was a local chain here called, if you live in the Pacific Northwest, Craft Warehouse. And for a couple years, they always, at least the one here in Salem, always had a lot of his stuff left after Christmas. And it just kept getting marked down. And I can only be so strong. I mean, Tim Holtz on clearance. I mean, come on. I mean, right? So that's why I have a couple of these quite a few of these charms and stuff. Okie dokie. So what I like to do is, I think these are called jump rings, and I do two. I do one that I put the snowflake and the bell on, and then I hook this, like hook that to that, and then I use that one to hook onto the paper clip, the smaller one. That way it's a little bit more dingly dangly. And that is I believe the technical term for that. So I got my Tim Holtz snowflake, but you could get all kinds of charms, anywhere. There's probably even some on Amazon. So we got that one, and we got that one, and then my teeny tiny one, slide that on there, and then close it. And this is the part where I'm thinking might be time for a new prescription, because I cannot find the little split anymore. That's how old I am. I can't find the split anymore, but I did it. Oh. And then I just slide it on my paper clip. I don't know if you could see that. Just slide it on the opening. Take my little tools. And I will tell you, sometimes I just use my fingers. I don't have nice nails. I don't have, my fingers are abused. So, but I wouldn't do that if you have really nice nails and stuff. Alrighty. So we got our little, and so when it's in the journal, see, it will hang out the edge, or you can flip it this way and have a little, little bling. And her name is Betsy. And then there's covered with snow. So that one is now done. Make sure it's not going to fall off. Okay, so that will go on that pile. And now this one, can I get out two that are the same, or different sizes? English, speak good, me. All right, so I got my two little things. Can you see? Got those. Oh, don't get car sick or YouTube sick. And then on I use these I think these are Tim Holtz bells. And they've kind of got a fun little patina. And I'm going to use that one. And taking my big one. And, okay, look away if you're squeamish, but I just use my hand. And then I open it like that. And I don't think it matters, but I put the snowflake on first. And then the little bell. And you have to stick your tongue out just right. And then the little itty bitty jump ring. And then I do have to use the pliers or whatever they are. Oh, okay. You know, these things. And up. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then close it up. Good and tight. I've been having so much fun Christmas making. I used doing these Christmas things. I used to do craft shows, and Christmas was my jam. I was like making the Santa, you know, like Santas out of with old quilt clothes and snowmen, and I did like these little, like those little flame lights that look like candles with little vignettes and old containers. Oh my gosh. But one day I just was tired of doing it, and it was time to pick a new hobby, and YouTube introduced me to junk journals. All right. And there we go. So, look at that. All done in under 30 minutes. Of course, we had some shortcuts here because I already cut these. So there we go, guys. I got these all done. I got ones done for my journals. Got ones done for my little embellishment and ephemera kits I'm putting together. So it was a good day. Please let me know if you have any questions. I love questions, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.